Unmarket Your Business, the podcast, born out of the need to share strategies and techniques that really work to market your business. Think yellow page ads and cold calls are your only choices? That's so last century. You're about to learn tested, tried and true marketing techniques you can apply and master, ones that feel authentic instead of salesy, strategies that are true to who you are and how you want to present yourself to your ideal clients. Let's join our host, Carol Joyce Dunlop, in the studio now and allow business success to move forward. Hello, everyone. This is Carol J. Dunlop, your hostess with the mostest. I'm known as the online wow strategist and Amazon #1 best-selling author, international best-selling author for my book, Unmarket Your Business, 10 Ways for Savvy Entrepreneurs to Stand Out, Stop Struggling, and Start Profiting. I hope that you've gotten your copy already because it's available on Amazon, or you can go to my site, csicorporation.com/book, and get your copy right away because we got to stop the struggle, right? So I hope everything is going well for you today. I am having a fabulous day. It's totally awesome. And first of all, I wanted to thank you if you are listening live online now when it's when the episode is out, or maybe you're listening a little bit later and you're listening to the replay or the download. Doesn't matter. You're getting this information. And today we're talking about live streaming. Did you know that live streaming is a $30 billion industry and it's on its way to become a $70 billion industry in the next couple of years? So if you're not live streaming, you are missing out. You're missing out on clients and money and exposure and credibility and authority. Now today, I'm going to share with you how to get started with live streaming and how to make it work as part of your marketing machine. So stay tuned. We're going to get right into that. You're listening to the Unmarket Your Business podcast. So I would like for you to do me one favor, if you would. If you're listening to this episode and you've listened to other episodes, or you just find this one particularly helpful to you, or you've found something of value out of this, please share it with your audience, your friends, your family, your followers, your people that trust you. And you can do that in one of three ways. Whatever you're listening on right now, please hit, there's a share button somewhere, I know, or there's a link, or there's something, or just go to the top of the page and copy the URL and paste it and say something about this episode, like you really like this, or maybe you're going to share it with a particular person or a friend. Or one thing that I learned from another podcast I was listening to is you can just take a screenshot of where you're sharing it, because this podcast is available on Spreaker, on iTunes, on Anchor, on YouTube. I mean, there's a lot of places you can get it. So I would love to know where you come from, and then just share it out on social media. And make sure you please tag me. And the hashtag is Unmarket Your Business. Hashtag Unmarket Your Business, or hashtag Unmarket Your Business podcast. I really appreciate it. So let's talk about live streaming. Like I said before, live streaming is a $30 billion industry, and it's on its way up. There are plenty of people right now who are making big dollars, big bucks, using live streaming. Now, I'm not in the big bucks category yet, but I am headed there, and I do make money off of my live streams. Every time I go live, I'm gaining followers, I'm gaining authority, credibility, exposure, and people actually are buying. So that means that I need to keep doing it, right? So I've got like 5 things that are going to help you to actually get going with this thing and do it. And as I said before, put it into your marketing machine so it's part of what you're doing. So just to let you know a little bit about how I live stream, on Mondays I do Monday morning motivation on YouTube, and I use YouTube Live. And actually, sometimes I'll record it, and sometimes I'll do it live. I find that better right now because I'm being totally transparent, because of my internet access capability sometimes the thing is a little bit draggy. And on live streaming, you want to make sure you're not draggy. Things aren't hiccuping and such. So on some of the live streams, I will record them if it's possible and then play them later. And I do that through Restream.io. And that allows me to record it on my computer where I have everything all set up and it's flowing nicely. And then I can upload it to Restream, and then it sends it out as if I am live streaming. So it looks just like I'm live streaming. And you really couldn't tell the difference unless you look at the tag where it says live stream by Restream.io type of thing. So sometimes I do that, mostly because it's early in the morning, usually like 9 o'clock or so when I have that Monday motivation. And sometimes I usually don't start working until like 10 o'clock because I do my things in the background that have to keep the business going, and then I get into client work at 10. So I like to record that ahead of time, like on a Saturday or something, and then set it to go off. But then during the week, I also do a live stream on our Facebook page, CSI Corporation, on Facebook, and I do a live stream there, and I usually use BeLive to do that because I love the little things that BeLive allows you to do. You can set up an agenda, and I can set it up one subject or one point or one thing I'm talking about at a time so that I stay on track and I help you, the audience, to actually stay in line with me. It's mainly for me to keep on track because I'll just ramble and go on about something, and you'll be like, Carol, what were you talking about? So that helps me. And then I like the other things that BeLive does. It allows you to do branding right there on your live, whereas if you just go live using Facebook, it doesn't allow you to do any kind of branding, so I like that. And then usually right after that, and that's usually on Thursdays, right after that I usually do a Instagram live since I already have myself made up and ready and I'm in the mind frame. I'll do another live just for my Instagram followers, and that's a totally different. It's the same subject but a little bit different value. So if you follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, I'm not going to send the same exact thing to you if I'm doing a live because that would be like suicide kind of, I think. And plus you'd be like, I follow you on all this stuff to get, see what else you're doing, and it's the same thing. Every social media platform is different, and I treat it that way. So that's what I'm doing. So now let's go through how you can get started with live streaming, and I'm going to tell you it is really easy and simple, so quiet your brain. Take a deep breath. It's okay. I know it's scary to think about actually doing it, but the only thing that's stopping you is you and actually doing it. So let's move forward and do it. First thing is equipment. What kind of equipment do you need to live stream? Well, to be honest with you, you don't really need fancy stuff. Most of the phones that are out there right now, the cell phones that we use, like a Samsung Galaxy, I think S9 is the latest. They just released the S10, or if you're going to do the Note, or maybe you have the iPhone, or the 8, 9, 10, A, B, C, D, I don't know. Most of those are going to be able to do live streaming because of their camera the camera ability and the sharpness of the cameras in video and taking still pictures, but mainly in video. And you can get one of those like Photo Pro stands to put your camera on so you can stand up and do your live stream. You can sit down and do your live stream. You can create a backdrop. And I'm telling you, this can be cheap too. Go to the dollar store and get a tablecloth and put it up behind you. I mean, how cheap can that be? That was $1. The little stand that you're going to get for your camera is going to be under $20. The phone itself, you don't have to pay full price for it. You can go to Amazon and get some, what do they call them? Jailbreak phones. Or you can go get, to any of the service providers and get a phone where you're buying it on time or installments or whatever. I think Sprint, although I'm not that crazy about their service, but Sprint, I think you can get one of the Samsungs or the iPhones for like $20 a month or something. So don't let that stop you. See, that's not going to cost you a lot. Right? So equipment right there. The main thing that you want to make sure of is that you're not talking into the shadows, which means that you need to have proper lighting. So your face needs to show up, People need to be able to see you and test it out. Record yourself and look at it. Look at the recording. Like upload the recording or do this is what I did. I created a secret group that I go live on Facebook, and it's just me. I'm just in the group. Nobody else can see it, and I want to see how my live is going. How's my stream working? How's the lighting? How's my background and things like that. So you can test that out so nobody else can see it, or maybe you want to invite, your husband or girlfriend, spouse, wife, whatever, to kind of be in there with you, and maybe you want to have a group of people who can evaluate you. If you're scared to death about doing it, then just get a couple people that you trust, put them in that group, and say, hey, I'm going to go live a couple times, and just give me your feedback, and then just go for it. But you just want to make sure that people can see you, and you want to make sure that people can hear you, which brings me to the thing about microphones. Now, if you're sitting in front of your phone and you have your phone on and you're recording your video, just think about the space that you have between your mouth and the phone so that you can see, all of yourself and stuff. There's air in there. So you're going to not get the best audio. So what you should do is you should hook up now if it's an iPhone that comes with those little earbuds and stuff that has a microphone in it, or purchase a separate earbuds or a microphone that goes into your camera, because the less space that you have between your mouth and the microphone, the less air is going to get in between there, and the sound is going to be so much better. If you don't believe me, I want you to test it out. So do just a video of you talking and you don't have any microphone. It's just you and you're talking into the camera, the phone or whatever, and it's all set up. And then do another one where you have a headset or a microphone on. I'm telling you, the difference is unbelievable. And so if you want to make that investment, you can get a noise canceling headset for under $100, maybe even $50. Go on Amazon or eBay and get something. Okay, 2, and this is a big thing. These tips aren't necessarily in order, or these strategies aren't necessarily in order, but they will help you. Okay, number 2, mindset. Mindset is everything. Mindset is the thing that's going to stop you. Remember I said that the only thing that's stopping you from doing live streaming right now is you, and I mean that, because you're making up all these things in your head of why you can't do it, why you shouldn't do it, what's going to happen if you do it, what are people going to think about you, how you look, all that stuff. And really and truly, nobody really cares. The only thing that's going to stop your live stream from being well accepted by your viewers is, number 1, if they can't see you, and number 2, if they can't hear you. The other stuff is like water under the bridge. It's awesome. And you know how I know that? Because I know that you're awesome and you have great information. And you've told several hundred or maybe even 1,000 people how to do whatever it is that you tell them how to do and how to do it right. And they've achieved some type of success, or you've inspired them, or they think you're awesome sauce. So what are you waiting on? Get your mind right. All you have to do is think about, I need to be out there in front of the people who need to hear me so that they can do what they do better. Once they listen to you and they start doing whatever it is you tell them to do, maybe it's cooking a better recipe, sewing up a dress for their children, making their own wardrobe look great, or being on top of their business, marketing themselves for success or something, whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. But whatever it is that you tell people to do, they're waiting on you to tell them to do it, because no one else can tell them like you do. So your mindset is key. So you have to think, I am awesome, I am brilliant, I am wonderful, and I'm going to go out there and tell people how to do this thing that only I can tell them how to do. That's what I'm doing. So your mindset is what's going to make you or break you in this thing. So all you got to do is just say, I am wonderful, this thing is going to be awesome. Whew, take a deep breath and just do it. Hit that live button and go. Number 3, content. I talked about mindset. We've talked about equipment, content. What are you going to talk about? This is the most simple thing ever. Because when people ask you questions about your business, what do you do, how do you do what you do, what do? You come up with an answer right then. You can sit there and talk for hours and hours and hours on end about your business, how awesome it is, and how you help people do whatever it is that you do. Maybe you're a chef and you have quick recipes. Maybe you're a social media marketer and you know and you have all the secrets about Instagram and you can sit there and tell them all these secrets. Well, stop just rambling all that stuff off. Get you a piece of paper out and brainstorm all the topics that people ask you about, all the things that you talk about, and just write. Just write, write, write. You may even need 2 or 3 sheets of paper. Then, after you finish that, go back and kind of organize it. Scratch out the stuff that you say, nah, I don't really want to talk about that, and get some key things. Maybe come up with like 10 key subjects that you can talk about to your audience. Then you have actually 10 subjects for 10 live streams. And then you know what? You can even go back into each subject and break that down some more. I'm just going to let you think about that for a second. Now, exponentially, you've come up with, if you do 10 times 10, isn't that 100? And you can even go back and break it down some more. So start with that brainstorm session, one sheet of paper, and I would suggest you set a timer. Set a timer for like 30 minutes. Because if I say set a timer for an hour, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is too much. Set a timer for 30 minutes and see what you do. And if you need more time, reset the timer for another 30 minutes. After you finish that, then go back and look at what you've done and, scratch out what you don't want to do. Get 10 topics out of that. Those are the first 10 live streams you're going to talk about. And if you want to go even deeper, go use a separate sheet of paper for each of those topics and brainstorm some more subtopics underneath that. I promise you it will work. All right, number 4, platform. This is where some people kind of get, tripped up. They're like, because I just told you about YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and what I use. I said Restream.io, and I said Be Live. It's like, oh my God, Carol, I'm so confused. Don't get confused. It's really simple. So 2 of the platforms that I love, Be Live. Be Live allows you to go live on Facebook, and it's wonderful. It gives you, you can do branding, you can do agenda, you can have things pop up on the screen. It's awesome. There's another software called Open Broadcasting Software that you can download. It's absolutely free. It's equivalent to Wirecast and what the big studios use, but it's absolutely free because it's what they call open source. There's a bunch of people working on it. They contribute their time and their energies to making it work. So it's absolutely free. You can look up OBS or Open Broadcasting Software. You can download it, install it. It only takes you a few minutes to set it up, and it's ready to go. You can go onto YouTube and find out about using it. BeLive is I guess it's another version, BeLive.tv, that's all set up. It is a software. It's a free and a paid version. The free version allows you to do 2 20-minute broadcasts a week, and the paid version allows you to do, I think it's up to 12 a week or something like that, or 12 or 15 a month. I can't remember, but it's only $15, so it's not that much. So those are 2 things that you could use besides going live natively on either YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. I had to think there for a second. So those are some things that you could do, and it's very simple. So if you're a Facebook person or if your audience is on Facebook, use Facebook Live to start out with. Like I said, you can create that secret group and do that. And, but the secret group, I want you to create that only for testing purposes. And I don't want you to get lost in this time next year, you're still in that secret group and you haven't gone live. No, just do a couple of broadcasts, get some feedback, and get on. Because we're trying to make money, right? We don't have time to be playing around. It's time to make money. Okay, and the 5th thing is, this is going to blow your mind. Okay, I know that sometimes it's very difficult to hit the go button and take action. So I created a 5-day workshop series called, get this, Get Camera Ready for Live Streaming. And It's launching next Tuesday. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. So Tuesday through Saturday, we're gonna come on live, and guess what? I've got some awesome people that are gonna come in and tell you exactly what I just told you, but more in depth and actually show you some stuff. So number one, I have Gwendolyn Davis Yancey, who is a TV host, mind shift strategist, and an attorney. She's going to come on and talk about how you can shift that, oh my God, overwhelm into, oh, hey, I done it. So mind shift your way to success. So she's going to come on and talk about your mindset and help you with that. The second group of people that I have are the Dream Maniac team, and that is Alicia Curry, and I have to make sure, hold on one second, that I actually say his name correctly because I messed it up, and I don't like messing up people's names. And his name, the Dream Maniac team, is Alicia Curry and Sebastian Ane. There we go. I think I got it right, Ane. And they're going to come on and talk about platform, which platform is the best one to use, and branding because they go hand in hand, right? Then I have Brittany Fauntleroy of Be Rich Beauty. She is going to talk about makeup and your overall look. So I know you're like, oh my God, makeup, I got to wear makeup. Well, you got to look good, and you got to go on brand with how you look. So she's going to give you some great makeup tips and overall look tips. So I have the Dream Maniac team, Alicia and Sebastian. I have Gwendolyn Davis Yancey, that's I talk about mindset. The Dream Maniac team is talking about platform and branding. I have Brittany Fauntleroy who's talking about makeup and overall look. And then I have Stephanie Liu of Lights Camera Live. Her show is the best. I love it. And she's going to come on and talk about content because I always get great stuff out of her content. Her content is totally awesome. And she's going to talk about how you can come up with your content. I gave you a great way to do it. So she's got some other stuff to talk to you about. And then finally, I'm coming on to talk about equipment. Now, I just told you a lot about the equipment that I use, but I'm going to go in a little bit deeper than that and some behind-the-scenes stuff and show you what I use. You'll be totally amazed at how you can get all this stuff set up for under $500, sometimes under $100, depending on what you're doing. So I want you to register for it. It's absolutely free. It's 5 days. It starts on the 26th. It stops on Saturday, and we'll be broadcasting every day, 26th to the 30th, live. And you can grab your seat by going to csicorporation.com/camera ready. Again, that's csicorporation.com/camera ready. I can't wait to see you there. I hope that you will go in and register because everyone needs this. Like I said, live streaming is a $30 billion industry, soon to be $70 billion. Don't you want a piece of that? I think that you do. You're listening to the Unmarket Your Business podcast. So really quickly, let's go over what we were talking about and catch up with these 5 tips that I've given you, 5 strategies. So and how to get yourself live streaming, your equipment. I told you it's simple, it's easy. I'm going to go more in depth with that in the 5-day series, but you can get started for way under $500, sometimes under $100. Mindset, got to get your mindset right. It's really just about I'm going to do it, hit the live button, and go. Create a group on Facebook that you can test in. Do it for a very short time, 2 weeks at the most. That's just the most you need to test, and then a couple times and you're done. Number 3, content. I told you about how you brainstorm. Put those things down on paper. Come up with get 10 subjects out of that. Those are your first 10 topics, and then go deeper and do a deep dive into each of those topics. 10 by 10, you've exponentially, wow. The thing is, in one live stream or even in 10 live streams, you can't run out of topics because you know so much. How long has it taken you to become an expert in what you're doing? That's how much information you got to share with people, right? Number 4 is platform. I shared with you, you can go live natively on either Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, or you can use a couple other things I talked about, like Be Live TV or Open Broadcasting Service software. I don't know why I messed up that S. And then number 5, make sure to register for my Get Camera Ready for a live streaming, because I'm going to go through all of this. And I have 5 other people who are going to come on and kind of solidify not only what I've been saying, but also they got some secrets for themselves. So come on and do that. I will see you next week. Starts Tuesday the 26th. Don't miss out. Go to csicorporation.com/camera ready and sign up right now. That's all I have for you for today. Thanks so much, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now. Thanks for listening. We truly appreciate it. For information about guests, products, or services that were mentioned in this episode, log on to our website at www.csicorporation.com/unmarketing. To learn more, get a glimpse of our upcoming schedule, and join the unmarketing nation of entrepreneurs who are using marketing techniques that work right now. Until next time, keep moving forward.